Do you feel the pulse?
Look, Podcast P may be out of the game right now, but good thing is GNT is not. Let's get it. GNT back at it one more time. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the show. We have a lot to talk about, so let's get right into it. Time for me to introduce my boys. Tone the promoter.
Yizzo. What's going on, GNT Sports World, man? Thank y'all for tapping into another episode with the gang. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't going to do much talking, man. Y'all know what time it is. Let's get it.
Bird gang in the building.
Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Joel. How you guys doing? How you feeling? Let's get it. Already know. Let's go. Let's jump right into it.
There we go. The normal crew is back one more time, and I decided to give y'all and grace y'all with a pretty background. No. I'm sure somebody likes my background. Ain't that right, Tone? Yeah, okay. Let's get it. First things first, guys. It's good to see y'all guys. I'm glad all y'all are well. Hey, let's get into this conversation, and it's only right for us to go ahead. Look at that. The Podcast Link Philly crew, they like my back. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So it's only right for us to go ahead and start this conversation. And let's get into it's only right. Let me see. Find the picture. It's only right to go ahead and talk about the ones that's getting blown out right now on national TV because they're playing on ESPN. Your 76ers. But more importantly, that guy. Maybe that was just another excuse that I needed to go ahead and show that picture again. But that guy. So, yeah. What you gonna say, Tom?
I was going to say that was the opportunity again to show it again. That guy.
Oh, that guy. That guy. No, okay. So, the good thing about this season. Exactly. That guy stopped his podcast finally. Temporarily. So it only makes sense that we go ahead and talk about Mr. Podcast P. So how do y'all guys feel about these professional athletes having a podcast and more importantly, having it during the season? I think that's key.
I mean, right before we jumped on, like I gave you guys my take on it a little bit. I just feel like they need to be fully engaged at what's in front of them, with the whole season ahead of them, planning, either watching game film and all that stuff. That's me personally. I mean, you got a lot of people that are doing it and some people that were successful during the season and won the championship, talking about Darius Slay, you know what I mean, that he has his podcast and he was able to win the Super Bowl. But I think it's just too many things that could go wrong during the season is to the reason why I feel like they should just be fully focused and locked in on the season and what's in front of them. During the off season, do as they may, but like I just don't get the whole thing about, coming into this lane and being on top of like the podcast thing where like you should be focused on your next opponent or watching game film or getting extra time in the gym, because I mean that is your primary focus.
Yeah, man. I just think that, to piggyback off of, what Joel said, man, just when you plan for a team or you just, you locked into a season, as a goal obviously at hand, you want the outside distractions, not to be a distraction. You know what I'm saying? In house if you can control that. Now, to be locked in, I get it, man. The times that we living in, like everybody has a camera, some microphones, and they want to record themselves talking crap. You know what I mean? Like us per se. You know what I'm saying? How we started, doing what we doing. Like I get that part. Like nobody's. I'm not complaining about him wanting to have a podcast or these players out here wanting to have podcasts. Platforms because they got big platforms. They got a lot of fans, man. They could be an influence. You know what I'm saying? If they obviously on there spreading a good message or just good information about things. But, when you do, a podcast or you do anything outside of the sport or the thing that it is that you do that pays the bills, it's going to get criticized when your team's not doing well. And to have a podcast during the season, like Joel said, man, it's like you're not fully locked in my opinion, to what it is that you have going on. Like, whether it's going good or bad, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be 100%, locked into that craft, man, to go on to, an example like what AI used to give about Kobe, man, you know what I'm saying? When, Iverson is in the NBA already, like obviously he's reached the pinnacle of his career, the talent that he had, took him there. But even getting there, you still had to work hard and still had to, be that person to want to be the best. And Cole, instead of going to the clubs, you know what I'm saying, he locked in, went to a gym, worked out, got to the gym at 5 in the morning, second workout at 8, third workout at 11. Like he's getting 3, 4 workouts in before, cats is getting their first workout of the day. So, what I mean? It just shows you how focused and locked in I think that you should be as a professional athlete when you got something like that. You know what I mean? Like you got a podcast, bro. Like you see what we do. We meet every, week. We conversate throughout the week, about things and, we're focusing on, things opposite of our profession, things that we do, what I'm saying, to make a living. So, he has to be doing the same. And like Joel said, even, behind the scenes, man, they got these big platforms, man. So, we do it on the scale that we do it on. Imagine they got production teams, they got
Mhm.
cameramen, they got, people, they got big guests that they have to prepare for, what I'm saying, that's coming on their show, making sure everything's right. Like, so you please putting a lot into that, what I'm saying? Like more than what we obviously see on the surface, but because we do the same thing and we know how, we see how we prepare, like Joel said, on the bigger scale of things, it's crazier, you know what I'm saying? And you're not 100% locked in. And like I said, it's too late. It's too late for to stop your podcast. Like that's not. It's not going to better this team right now in this situation because they're already in a funk. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
your podcast can take off. You can go talk about new things. You can talk about what I'm saying, what's upcoming and what's next, and you can bring on a big guest. You know what I'm saying, to have the viewership go crazy. But you can't fix this team right now, man. Stopping your podcast all of a sudden, like, nah, bro. You was already locked into that. So what are you gonna do now? Is that gonna make you, better on a basketball court? Or your points per game gonna go up? Your assists gonna go up? Rebounds? Like, oh, the Sixers we gonna start winning? Like, no, it's already in shambles, bro. Go ahead, do your thing, rock out. Maybe come in next year. You know what I'm saying, with the mind frame of, hey, I ain't gonna do that podcast all year round. I'm gonna be locked in. We're gonna be tapped in. We get one goal, one mission. Let's lock in. But little too late for me, bro, as far as the podcast thing. I'm stopping it. It does nothing for this team, in my opinion.
Right. And the crazy thing is that in all honesty, you're right. They have the platform. They have the people that want to know what they want, like what they have to say. But like for me, it's like a lot of times when I want to watch those podcasts, it's because I want to watch a train wreck. You know what I mean? What is so and so? What is Micah going to say this week that's going to piss off the fandom? You know what I mean? Who is Slade going to have on his show to go ahead and and just turn away the fandom? You know what I mean? And podcast Peace case, my man here is like, what can you say on a regular basis when you sign the contract that you did? You're performing the way that you are and the fans are unhappy with you. What are you going to say on your podcast. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to be happy to hear anything from you at this time. And you're right. And maybe it feels a little bit more insensitive, like on our end, because the fact is like y'all doing so bad, we don't support you right now, blah 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 blah. And now you want to have a podcast. Which one are you really focused on? Maybe that may be a bad way of looking at it. Or we could also look at it from the point of view of, how about this? We don't need to hear from you at all. Concentrate on your craft, bro. Do your thing. You know, like I said, in the off times, off season, man, do whatever you want. Be Ben Simmons. Show every kind of basketball court highlight that you had throughout the whole entire summer that you're not doing during the year. You know, be that guy. But you don't have to go ahead and be who you are right now. You know, and show all that off. And now with this fandom is not like the Clippers. No, like we're going to tell you to your face that you suck, and we're going to put it on the comments. Where you're not going to get that so much over with the Clippers. The Clippers always looked at as the lesser franchise, especially compared to the Lakers. So I don't know. That's just the vibe that I got. I never really liked those type of podcasts throughout the year, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, to Tone's point, like he was just saying, like we talked about before we jumped on, was the fact that we know what we do just for this podcast. So on a larger scale like that, and like Tone was saying with the guests, the planning, the preparation, I know he probably has a bunch of people helping him behind the scenes, but still, it takes a lot of time. You know what I mean? And then not only that, it's like, what's the rush? Like, I get, like, if you're out of the NBA and you want to start that, after your career, which that's totally cool, is awesome. You could do it exactly, when you retire and stuff like that, and still have the following and the platform because you had a great career. But It's like, why do it mid-season? And then, like you said, you have a bad game or a string of bad games or put up 2 points. What you think? Everybody's going to go on there. They're going to go on there to troll you. Now you're creating an unnecessary distraction, and you're supposed to go back to the gym after you're done the podcast to go lock in when you just saw all these negative comments, all these negative opinions about you, your team, and all that stuff just because you want a podcast. It's like, yo, like what's the bigger picture here? And like, to me, it's like tips the scale one way where it's like, bro, like it's completely unnecessary.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, like what's the bigger picture? You want to win the NBA championship, or you want to like have any type of thing that's working against it, or distraction you or taking up your time? And it's like, it's mind boggling, honestly, because it's like, I don't know who these guys have around them. Like, all I know, if I knew him personally and that's my homie, I'm like, bro, like, I'm not telling you what to do or anything like that, but bro, you should probably leave that alone. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could probably be a guest on somebody's joint, but like for you to have your own podcast, like, come on, bro. I really don't get it. For all professional athletes, even Slay, like Slay has his podcast. They won the championship and all that, but like even then, it's like how much more better you could have been or been a lot more prepared with that time that you sacrificed for a podcast. So I just don't get it, man.
So just out of curiosity, what's the score of the game right now?
61-45 halftime.
Yeah, halftime.
Yeah, and Paul George has 8. If that's where he was getting at.
But I was flipping back and forth. Like, I don't even watch them. I'm just flipping back and forth to other games.
Bro, I did it to myself Monday. We was down 50 against freaking Chicago. I'm like, yo, are you kidding me? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you home, you playing Chicago. Like, it ain't like you was playing like a juggernaut or anything like that. It's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing. And I'm really like, they are so lucky. And now the spotlight is on them. They are so lucky that the Eagles made this run for the Super Bowl, because if not, this spotlight would have been on them 4 weeks ago, and it would have been even worse right now. You know what I mean? Like how the whole season unfolded. Like, think about how everything started this year. They acquired PG, then they soon as off the rip, and B's not starting the season. He's not playing back to backs. Then they had the whole thing with the stadium. It's going to be down Center City. No, it's not going to be down Center City. All this crazy, like, secretive stuff. You don't know when Embiid's playing. You don't know what injury he has. Now they talking about removing a piece of his hip to do some repairs on his meniscus. Like, bro, it's all this weird shit going on with this team right now, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, I never heard of, to help a situation, let's go ahead and break, something on somebody's body to alleviate, to realign, his hip so this meniscus can now have less, I guess, pressure or whatever, on him. And like, this boy, how old is Embiid? 31, maybe 30, 31, like how old? And he's got to go through all of this, and it's like, all right? If this is the speculation now about him, can he play this year? Like, is he done? They shutting him down? Is he beat up? Like, do we play? And then after the season this happens, like, what are we talking about when it comes to the health of this guy? How long is the recovery of this? Like, him break? Like, all right. They doing something to the meniscus too, you know what I mean? Like in this procedure, but they're breaking his hip. How long is that recovery? I mean, I don't think somebody's hip gets broken and is fine the next day. Like he has to heal from that too. Like, and then he gonna realign it. Dog, this is like a fucking 87. It's like the pace of that Cole drove on Martin. That niggas is trying to still keep, driving around nowadays. We just keep taking it to the shop and getting it fixed, man. Like, y'all let that joint go, man. I don't know, man. Not your superstar.
Yo, and that's the thing, Tom, right? And Larry too, man. Like, it's driving me crazy right now because I'm like, you pay Embiid, you pay Paul George. All right, so this is where we're at now. You don't know what's going to happen with Embiid. Paul George ain't panning out, obviously. And you still having bro, like, I'm not saying completely tank, but yeah, I am saying that. Tap the hell out. You already in the top 6 protected picks. Like, yank Paul George, Maxey, if you want to play, you can play, whatever. Like, we don't really need you to play. And B, shut you down. We need one of these draft picks because of the fact that I already paid you. Like, I'm already in the hole. Ain't nobody giving me anything for you. You're not tradable at this point. We don't even know what's going to happen with Embiid. We need one of these young stars out of this draft. Like, that's where we at. And for the life of me, I'm like, bro, you just keep getting like lip service from these guys in this organization. They telling you all this bullshit. And it's like, bro, like the writing's on the wall. Like, tap the hell out. Be done with it. Tonight you playing the Knicks. Saturday's going to get even worse. You got Jimmy Butler coming in here with the Warriors and Curry. Like, this is crazy, bro. Just shut it down. Like, stop. Tickets is $2. You might as well give them Jones away. First come, first serve. Whoever's brave enough to show the hell up, pull up, you free. Matter of fact, we giving out free food, whatever. Like, bro, it's ridiculous. It's embarrassing.
Bro, how about this? The reason why I was quiet is because I was doing this. Give me 1 second, because you're not going to believe this. Can y'all see that screen? Can y'all see what the prices is? What the prices says right there on the side.
Yep. With the taxes, it ends up being like $4 and something cent, bro.
Now, who they playing against when they $2? Who that?
That's the Utah Jazz.
Utah Jazz.
And I went ahead and went on here first to check out what the next game would be, which is against the Golden State Warriors. And Ticketmaster have the cheapest ticket at $80. That's because it's the Golden State Warriors.
Right. That's because of who is
right. Went to StubHub. StubHub has those tickets at $62. So it's like, okay, I wonder what's going on with that. I'm like, oh, it's Golden State, Jimmy Butler, the chef. That squad is going to be coming into town. So of course those tickets are going to be high. So I'm like, all right, who's not a juggernaut of a team? Oh, the Utah Jazz, $2 a ticket.
$2. Yeah.
$2 a ticket.
Yeah, man. It's time to take the kids to a game, man.
Yeah. Section 209, row 13, $2 a seat.
Listen, I'm going to the
I'll buy the
game.
whole row.
I'm going to the game Sunday. You know who's playing Sunday?
Who?
The Harlem Globetrotters. That's what I'm going there for, bro. I'm taking my grandson there. I refuse to take him to a Sixers game and seeing that trash, bro. I'm not doing it. I can't do it.
Yo,
and the Harlem Globetrotters tickets are like $50 and up, bro. It ain't cheap.
Yo, I just got finished looking at this again. I'm gonna show y'all again because this is that section right there that I have highlighted. That section is usually like between, let's say, between $80 to $100 something usually a ticket. That section right there is $23.
Is that the first level?
Yeah, I don't know if you can actually see it. Let's see if I can highlight a little bit
100
more.
level. Is it 100 level too?
Yep,
100 level. That's on $23, and that's against Utah.
It's $19 over there at 100 behind the court, Larry.
Yeah. I got to highlight real quick.
$9.
Yeah, behind the court. That one's 10.
That one there is 10, and that one there, $9.
No way.
Section 119, bro.
We there,
bro.
We there.
I'm there. If the floor seats are $5, I want to sit right next to him.
I don't care who they playing. We just there. At this point, it don't even matter because ain't nobody. We ain't good, so it ain't like we about to go see anything good on our side, but other than Maxie hooping.
Pretty soon they're gonna put $20 on the seat. So when you get there, you take
you get money, right? So you could buy a brewski or something.
Yeah.
Yo, are you seeing that?
That's crazy.
Are you seeing that?
Listen, man.
$40 for a box.
Club box.
For a club. Come on, man. Damn. Thanks, Paul.
$40 for now, mind you, the rest of them is $120. That one there is $44. That's what it is right now, man. That's what it is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my Instagram family. Forgive me, because I'm up here showing this. Little Miriam in the building. How you doing, mama?
What's up?
Yeah, on IG you got Taya, Drunk Monk, and Lil Miriam in the building. He just put his crazy. Taya put hold on. Taya had another comment here that was good. Oh, she put, especially with a new team that he just came into the city. That was a great point too, Taya, because you're new to the city. You're supposed to be locked in, focusing on the team and the season, and you got a podcast. So that was a great comment there. She told us to lower our expectations, and B was never healthy. And B was never healthy at the beginning of the season, and that's the comments on IG right now. I don't know what you got on your end, Larry.
Yeah.
And D boy pulled up too. What up?
Well, what's going on, brother?
What's up?
Yo, D boy, if you want to come see the Sixers, $40 give you a clubhouse seat, bro.
He's probably he closer to the Garden. He could have went to the game tonight, but they probably would have. It was probably like 120 over there.
Yeah. The Garden they ain't playing that. Nick's relevant, so they like look.
He could have went to every single game for the same price of one ticket for the whole season, for the remainder of the season.
Right?
Yeah, he came down here.
Yo, I tell you who's pissed off right now. Every single season ticket holder, they are pissed.
Right. You can't even sell them. You can't even get them tickets away.
Not for no daggone face value.
Right.
Yo, but that's
You
what they
gonna
was
lose the
doing on
money.
the radio station today. They were like, "We're giving out 2 tickets. They're great tickets." I'm like, "Bro, what you talking about?" Like,
Of course
I'm
they're
like,
great.
they were like, "Hey, you won?" I'm like, "No, you could keep them Johns. I'm
Right.
cool, bro."
Right. You can keep them. Like, look, unless you're gonna give them to you, I could resell them to y'all. Like, I don't want them joints. Huh.
D-Boy said, "Bro, let's do it." He's ready to go to a $5 ticket game.
Hey, why? Yeah, who wouldn't, man? Who the fuck would not?
I remember there was a fan that, just to prove a point, he bought like the whole section so nobody could be at the game. It was like a whole 100 level section. I don't know if y'all remember that. It was like on the news and everything. Like he bought like every single ticket in that one section. So when it was like televised, nobody would be
Nobody
there.
was there.
Right. Because, they in damage control right now. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, the owners focus on the freaking Commanders. He ain't even here. He's probably at the combine right now thinking he knows football and shit.
Right.
He over there trying to figure shit out. Meanwhile, we got a whole freaking disaster happening here in Philly,
Right,
man.
right.
Just sell the team at this point, bro.
Yo, do you think he care about the Sixers at all right now with what
Hell
Washington
no.
just did? And he's the owner of the Devils as well, right?
Yeah, clearly not. I mean, dude, like you sitting here like, bro, like nobody's saying nothing. Like nobody's answering to all these moves and all these contracts or anything like that. It's like I don't get it, man.
It just is what it is.
Man, it's
So
just sad, man.
So you know what? We may set up a GNT hangout night at the Sixers game.
Oh yeah,
We'll buy
yeah.
every single seat for $2 up in the Sky Room over there at the Sixers game.
Well, like I was telling you, man, and like how they commented, man, the podcast link crew, man, we going we planning on going to a game, man, as a unit, man, and why not? Like, why not? This is a no brainer, man.
Let me
Anybody who wanted
Let me
to
know
go
how
to-
many of y'all going. I'm gonna get y'all brown bags.
Yeah.
So y'all can put it on your head.
Oh, Brown. Oh shit! Like the New York, like the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah,
Like
put
the
it
New Orleans
over
Saints.
your head. You don't want to be
Hey.
seen there.
Hey,
You don't want to be seen
listen,
there, bro.
listen, and we should get some shirts made up, the podcast link, and put them Jones on the map. You know what I'm saying? They like, I'm sure they'll zero in on us. Like, yo, look at these guys up here with the paper bags on there. This is what we come to with the Philly.
Paper bag crew.
The paper bag crew.
Oh man, that's
Let's-
crazy, bro.
I'm just curious. I'm just touring. I'm just checking it out, seeing what's available. Let's see what. They got 4 tickets together. Look at that. They got 4 tickets together, $3 a piece.
Damn, we there. We there,
Look at
man.
that. Hold on.
Wait, when is this? When is this?
Let me spread my wings a little bit. This is March 9th. It's a Sunday, bro. It's a Sunday. So they got 4. They do got a 4 tickets up there for $3 a piece. It may be up in the boonies, but it's okay. Look at that. Multiple sections there. Oh, they got a $5 section. Woo.
We got a $5 section.
4 tickets all together.
What would be the grand spanking total?
Yo,
$20.
you like Biggie bag, or do I go to the 76ers game? You can get a Biggie bag or go to the Sixers game.
Yeah, right.
Like, yo, I might be
At
on
this
something
rate-
like a marketing joint. Biggie bag and a Sixers game, $10.
Yeah, at this rate, man, just give me the Biggie bag, bro. I'm cool. I'm just get some nuggets. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, D-Boy said grab a drink and some food and chill. Facts.
At the crib. But no,
Yo,
but if you go
Brian
to the
said
game,
I'm there too. Brian said I'm there.
Yeah, yo, no, for real, man. Seriously, yo. No, I ain't on real shit, even though, you know what I'm saying, we don't want to go see that garbage, man.
No,
definitely, we should definitely do something like that, yo.
If we
Yo,
do
we go
this,
there,
we gotta do it right. We gotta go there and cause havoc, bro. Like
Right,
everybody gotta go in there with like a derogatory sign or a bag over their head or some poo shiesty mask on.
Right. We gotta do
Something crazy, like
right.
and just get crazy, like nah.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, man. GNT crazy Sixers game party, man. Let's get it. Bring out all the antics. I might, what I would
Wear
do is,
a clown
yo,
mask on something. There
what,
gotta
what
be
I
something to it.
and what I would do is I'll go get a Paul George shirt, have him on the John, and I have a fake titty carrying that joint around, like, you know what I mean? Looking at John while we at the game.
Yo, just bring an inflatable dog, bro.
Yeah.
You walk
Oh
around with
yeah.
it. I'm
Yeah,
Paul
right.
George during the season
I'll bring
with the headphones, with the podcast headphones on.
No, it's gonna be a chick. It's gonna have to be Blow Keisha or something. You know what I'm saying? Bring Blow Keisha. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be acting like I'm looking at, you know what I mean?
Stupid, bro.
Yo, are you getting the IG comments, bro?
Yo, let's go.
No, I'm up here looking at another.
Yo, tie a sign for the game. PG Weekend Podcast. You can't.
Right?
Yo, that's great.
Right?
Oh man, that's funny as hell. Oh shit.
All right,
Yeah,
I got
man.
just in case, because this is just fun. This is good entertainment for me. Here's another game. Oh, I dropped it. Hold on.
Perfectly flawed joined the conversation and
Yo.
them please. Dimples.
Them please. Let me get 4 wings, fried hard, salt, pepper, ketchup, garlic sauce.
Never ends.
Yo, we're gonna put an order in. Cat, what you want, Cat? Some General Tso's chicken or something?
Shut up, man.
Put your order in. Put your order in. You know what I'm saying? We put the order in before
bro.
we go to the game, man. We pick it up before we go to the game.
Speaking of games, do you see what I just put on the screen? That's actually against the Pacers.
Okay. And what's the price? What's that? Is that $12?
So up top, I don't know if you see me highlighting it. For a row of 6 tickets, it's $18 a piece.
Yeah, but you could go to 4 or 5 games at the other cost, bro. What
We don't see.
what you doing, Larry?
I'm saying the big group. I'm just
Halliburton.
saying. All right. Well, how about this? Same as that game.
We're not. Listen, hey, Cap. This ain't a Sixers game we're going to go to enjoy. Like, we're going there to, just like Joel said, wreak havoc. You know what I'm saying? And let these people know that we don't give a about what they doing this year. We only coming to see y'all because the tickets are $2. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's what we should do, man. I only have a shirt that say, yo, I'm only here because the tickets are $2.
Well, how about this? You got a section there, $5 a ticket against the Pacers, where you know they're probably going to get blown out. $5 a ticket, 4 tickets are together.
But we also got to see when that game is, because or when the schedule is. Like, do they play before that day? Because if it's a back-to-back, ain't nobody playing.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody playing. You know, we're gonna definitely see, the Boners of the world, the Justin Edwards of the world.
So the Sixers play the Jazz on the night. Oh, hold on. That's just here in Philly. Yeah, you're right. We gotta look at the schedule. Anyway. All right, that's enough of that. That's something we could talk about, behind scenes to see if there's something that we want to set up, since it's $2 or $5 a seat.
We got to do that. We have to.
That's crazy. But another thing that's crazy, did y'all guys see the cover of this week's episode? For the ones in the back that didn't see it, don't push the tush is the name of this episode. So, over in the NFL Combine, all the owners and coaches and everybody is over there in Indianapolis right now, and they're all talking. What they normally talk about is the first time that they're showing like the GMs and the owners are showing their face after the season. Of course, the highlight is the 2 teams that was just in the Super Bowl. So they're highlighting the Eagles and they're highlighting the Chiefs and what their plans on when it comes to this offseason and in the future. And the other teams that did not make it or go as far, now that they're in the midst of just getting themselves together when it comes to their future, and as well as the future of the plays and stuff that's going to be submitted into the next year. The one thing that came out of this whole entire couple of days is that the Green Bay Packers went ahead and complained and took this complaint to the board about the Philadelphia Eagles tush push. But of course, they didn't just say the Philadelphia Eagles tush push. They said the tush push. They want to have it banded. Now, I don't want to get y'all 2 cents about this, but first things first, that's stupid. That's stupid. And now, of course, I'm looking at it from the point of view of from the the goggle glasses of a Philadelphia Eagles fan. So therefore, I'm going to think that anything going against my team is a negative and is stupid. But just because it's a disadvantage to these other teams doesn't mean that it's something that needs to be banned and taken away. For example, Tyreek Hill on average is extremely faster than everybody else on the field. That's a disadvantage to the secondary of the team that's actually playing against them. I think you should ban Tyreek Hill from actually running on the field. I think Mahomes should be banned for throwing passes over 60 yards because he could do it so well. I mean, it should just be banned. That's just not right. Where does this thing end? Just because you're good at it doesn't mean that it needs to be banned and taken away. That's because our success rate is at 80%. And then like Buffalo's, for example, is at a 70-something percent, like I think a 65, 70%. And come to find out that they were using it all year long, but they're the ones complaining the fact that their play is dangerous. Make it make sense.
Yeah, and Sean McDermott, you became an op overnight, Pop. I'm not fucking with you no more, bro. Sean McDermott, you a op now. But yeah, I get Green Bay, but when he said that shit, bro, I was mad as shit. I'm like, bro, like really? And then the fact that they actually they're the second highest behind us as far as running that play. And then they were talking about player injury and all that stuff. And then when Troy Vincent and the competition committee like got the whole data, nobody ever even got hurt off that play. So it's like, bro, like why you just like, man. And I'm sorry, man, if Sean McDermott is like sitting here worried about this one play, y'all got bigger problems than y'all. Like it ain't Josh Allen. Like y'all got bigger problems than I can even talk about now, because if he's worried about that versus worried about how to like get that team past Patrick Mahomes to actually make it to the Super Bowl, is crazy. So I mean, obviously, like before we even jumped on, I was like, listen, man, I really like to get Tone's perspective, because obviously me and Larry do have the Eagles lenses on, goggles on, whatever you want to call it. But this is someone that could give you his opinion from both sides, from what he sees on the field, and obviously, you know what I mean, like as far as like how he sees it, because he's not an Eagles fan. So I would love to hear what Tone has to say about it.
You know what? I don't give a fuck. Like for real. Like for real. I mean, it's a play that everybody in the NFL can run. So it's not like it's only the Eagles can run it. You know what I'm saying? And clearly you could tell that they practice the play. So, you know what I mean? Anybody else could practice it. I don't really know or look into who was hurt, why people was hurt. I know the one time Giants did it, Daniel Jones got a concussion, but that's Daniel Jones. You know what I'm saying? What do you expect that dude to do, you know what I'm saying, good in the NFL? So, I mean, I like I said, I could care less about what somebody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be focused on what the task at hand is for your team. You know, whoever that is you root for. So I don't know, man. They keep doing this shit every year. It's getting old. Like it ain't like that was the play that won them the Super Bowl. So I don't know. It's like I said, I don't really give two shits about it. For real, man. It's like, you know, you can practice the play just as much as they do. You can run it just as much as they do. So just do that. Like just try to become great at that as well.
Yo,
And the story, yo.
Yeah, the
yo,
one thing that came up too, well, they said banning the name. They should definitely ban the name. That's what Ty and D Boy talking about on IG right now. And I agree. I put out there. I said, "Yo, what's the best name for it then?" But there was somebody that put some content out there, and he was like, "Bro, he's like, the game doesn't start first and one, or second and one, third and one, or fourth and one. It's first and 10. Like your job as a team is to not let it get to second and one or third and one.
right.
You got 9 yards to get to that point. You know what I mean? I get it. Like the most advantage of that play is when there's a pass interference or something like that when you're in the red zone, because now you're at the one. So definitely is a huge advantage there. But the fact that this team practices it, puts in work and all that stuff, and then I think everybody's kind of like forgetting about the two things that I think that play a really big role in this is Jordan Mailata, that was a rugby player, and
Right.
also Stoutland, like the offensive line coach that's been here forever, and everyone talks highly of him. And then, not to mention, I mean, everyone wants to say how much Jalen is, squatting and all that stuff. But I think it's a combination of all those things. But more importantly, the time and preparation that this team has put for this play. So it's like, yo, now that we focus on all this time, now you just want to take the carpet, from under our feet. It's crazy.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't make any kind of sense at all. I mean, what? Hey, look, if I kept getting okay, if that was Washington that said, you know what, I want that play banned, I understand. Since we ran against them in the playoff game like 4 times, and they were successful in stopping us once out of the 4, I believe. So I will understand if they was like, no, I don't think it's fair anymore, blah, 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 and they want to ban it. I get it, because they play us twice a year. I get it. But you notice they're not the ones that's saying anything about having it banned, because they're one of the only teams that actually worked to stop it. So they actually had a plan to stop it. And in fact, over the last 2 years, they were the only team that was almost consistent and having a plan to stop it. So how about this? Just as fast as you're willing to ban it because you can't stop it, won't you be like Washington and try to practice on stopping it?
Right, you got that. And a couple comments on IG, they said, yeah, it's specifically designed for the players that can do it. So now it takes you back to, the foundation of the team. When you drafting, if you already practicing this play, now when you drafting players and stuff like that, you like looking at, people that could potentially fill in that, that bill for you to run this play. So it's just more than just trying to come up with a scheme to stop it or run the play or whatever it is. I just feel like, man, is for them to be focused on this is just comical to me, man.
Yeah. That's kind of like the big talk of the whole entire combine right now is them banning that, and where in the world is Myles Garrett going to go? That's like the two conversations that's going wild over there in Indianapolis right now.
Lady Leo just joined us on IG as well.
Lady Leo just joined us. Hello, Lady Leo. By the way, that's my oldest daughter. Hello, my dear. It's good to see you. Y'all laughing?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
We'll keep it like that.
Hold on.
Wait. Time out. Time out.
Oh, my bad. Because my bad.
No, Cap. Hey, Cap.
My bad.
Listen, you don't know your daughter's IG name? Yo?
I thought I did.
Because I knew it wasn't your daughter. I'm like, what? What is she talking
That's look. I mean, I'm feeling so old that everybody's my
Yo,
daughter, man.
Hey, Cap, you never disappoint us, Cap. Let me just tell you that, man. You never
Yeah.
disappoint us.
You're
bro.
welcome.
Hey, Tone,
You're
you ready? You ready, Tone?
What?
Hey, Lady Leo, call Larry Daddy.
Do not do that.
You just said up with your daughter. Why not?
That's my fault. I'm
You
sorry.
said that's my daughter, y'all. Hey, baby,
sorry.
thanks for tapping in.
Yo.
I didn't look at the name. You said it. My daughter's name on IG is similar. It's similar. My bad.
This episode.
Hold on, wait. Time out. What's your daughter's name on IG?
My daughter's name on IG is similar to that.
Yo, little Miriam said name
Her
tags.
name is
needed.
her name is Lady Lee. That's my daughter's name. So that's my fault.
Lady Lee.
Her name is Lady Lee.
Little Miriam said
so that's my fault.
Name tags definitely needed.
Yeah, yo, you getting too many people in trouble, man. Like, what's going on?
Ty said this the worst one yet. Oh my god!
I'm blaming
you claiming kids? You trying to claim them on your taxes or something?
Yeah.
Man, it is tax time.
Hey, drop your Social Security, Lady Leo. He need to claim you on the taxes.
Man, it is tax time.
What's up, daughter? How you doing, baby? Yeah, it's my daughter, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Say what's up.
Oh god.
Welcome to the party.
Yo, you never disappoint, man. You never disappoint, bro.
Thanks.
No, thank you. Thank you, man.
Can't hear you, Joel. Sorry, bro.
I said the backdrop is cool though.
I appreciate it. Thank you. No, just in case I should change it to this. Bring it back to a good memory. Now I can be that guy again.
Yeah, you definitely need to be taken to jail for some of them comments, for some of them accusations you've been making lately.
My bad, Miss Lady Leo. Forgive me. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Okay, anyway.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Yo. I was over here messed up. I said, wait, who is he? I'm like, who he talking about, yo?
I was going to let it slide, but then it just got out of control.
I'm like, wait, I know. I said, I know you're not talking about the name that Joel just said, because I know who that is. I'm like, I don't think that's his daughter.
Look, I don't need to explain myself no more. Thank you. I'm good. I don't need to explain myself.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. You messed me up, Kat. You messed me up. I know she's messed up right now, but you messed me up with that. I was like, wait. I said, oh damn. I guess I don't know who I follow then. I said, damn. I need to recheck my people. Dang.
I'm Miss Lady Leo. I'm sorry. My bad. All right, we're done. All right. Let it go. She has a nice IG name because it's similar to my daughter's. How about that? There you go. It's done.
Hey, D-Boy's helping you out. He said that's a very nice backdrop that you have on there. He's changing the subject. Let's digress and move on. Thanks,
exactly. D-Boy. Facts. Appreciate you, bro. See, you need somebody in your corner, man. You need somebody that's going to help you out when times it's bad. This is a situation. Thanks, D-Boy. That's my homie. All right. So, any last things you want to say? Yo, there's other things that's going on when it comes to other NFL rumors and free agency and stuff like that. Is there any like special moves that you guys are kind of looking at or looking for that's going to happen for this, like hopefully the next 2 weeks?
I'll tell you what, if I'm the New York Giants, they need to do whatever they can to pull off that Stafford trade. Like they need him. Like especially after what Saquon just did to them. Like they need some type of false hope in their future, man. They need to do whatever it takes to get Stafford because they got a high pick too. So if they get Travis Hunter, they get Stafford, and then they already got Neighbors. And the Tracy's all right too, the running back.
Yeah.
That'd be a nice little explosive offense for them. And then obviously the big fish, everybody waiting for that shoe to drop with Garrett. I mean, I'm hearing we're lead runners, front runners for that, but I mean, if Washington doesn't sell, give them whatever they need to give them to do that. And this is me speaking from a Eagles fan. Washington cannot let that happen. And they have a lot of draft picks and all that stuff. And they have the money there. Like they need to do whatever they need to do to not let that happen.
Yeah, definitely the big news or speculation is where MG gonna go. So that's going to definitely be something that's going to be on topic, like you said, for the next 2 weeks. You got speculations, like you said, y'all being the leading candidate for him. So that'd be interesting, like to see go along with the draft and how that's going to go to play out and see where these free agents go. You know what I mean? So only time will tell. So we'll see.
It's too many names that's kind of being kind of like just pushed over to Washington because before this Garrett thing, all came out, they're saying that Washington was going to really fight for T. Higgins. So if which one of these all-star players they're going to try to go after? They're going to try to go after the wide receiver, which is who they need, or Myles Garrett, which is someone that they can use.
Yeah, and I don't think they're talking about using they talking about using him the franchise tag on Higgins, and they have to because the last report I saw they paying him the top receiver for Chase. They're gonna make him the highest paid receiver. That's the early reports, as he should, like after the season he had. But I don't know how they just they drunk and disorderly with the money they spent over there. They just can't keep their talent. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but so far it's looking like Higgins is getting franchise tag and they paying Chase, but that team has a whole lot. Yeah, that team has a whole lot of other holes that they need to fill, man, because they just not bright like with what they got going on now.
He just bypassed that pause moment, by the way.
Yeah.
Like it just saying,
They got a lot of holes to fill. I mean, what you want? What else? What you want me to say? Like that team trash. Like they pay Burrow. They need to pay Chase. Like they got other people they need to get. Like
I don't want to play Cincinnati
because Hendricks is another one that's on the market and supposed to get.
Pause.
No diggity.
That's like 2 minutes too late, bro.
I know, right?
I thought you was about to say it again, and then I called on too late. Okay, got it.
Oh man, but you see, Joe Burrow came out and said that he's willing to even restructure his contract. You know what I'm saying? To make room for, players join their team, man, because these guys. I mean, I'm not saying they shouldn't look, for them to sign lucrative deals for themselves and secure their family, because as they should, they play a brutal sport that one player could be over for you. So yeah, secure that bag, secure something that make it worthwhile if something was to happen to you. But at the end of the day, you signing that big money, on these teams, there is a thing called the salary cap, and if you go past that or you get near it, then you got to fill the rest of your team with B level, C level type guys. But if you do, if you made your money in this league, man, and you definitely already been, set your family secure for generations after generations. I'm not the one that control anybody's pocketbook or bank account, whatever like that. But I would think that if you had, especially if you got endorsement deals, like I said, you've made a pretty penny throughout your career. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to go get the entire bag. You know what I'm saying? I get it because you're older. You're not going to see a contract like that again. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, like I said, man, if you already made your money, man, Like, trying to do something at the end of your career to better the team. You should would be willing to, bite that bullet, to, hey, if I could get, my potential, I could get 40 million because of what I could do on the field. But let me go ahead and take this 25 mil, because I could free up 15 mil that Mike could get, thrown at a position like Joel, like you said, Cap, that Washington needs a wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? Hey, maybe I have that little extra 15 mil to go to the wide receiver to throw a little bit on his purse. You know what I mean? And
Right.
try to draw him in. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, but you got the players that want to see that after the fact. Like I'm saying, Joe Burrow, like that's cool. He's willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? At this point, but from day one, you should be thinking like that because then Chase will probably have a contract, or he probably would have had a contract last season. You know what I'm saying? They would have had some money, and then they'd have been able to give T. Higgins the money, this off season. So now you got your two wide receivers locked up. Now you got to go with this big war with franchise and people. And you hear about when these players get franchised. Some players like I guess like it. Some players don't like it because they be like, "Damn, are you don't want to commit to me? Like you don't think I can do this for years in and years out? Like you're paying me on a performance base, even though I'm getting the average of the top 5 people at that position that I play. You know what I mean, which is good." But you're not really paying me what I'm worth. Like you giving me what you think I'm, the top 5 guys worth. But so that franchise tag, holds a little bit too. So, um, but like I said, man, if you just go ahead and work your contract the way you should at the beginning, man, you won't be in situations like this. So your team could be good over the long haul. And like you said, they got to pay the boy Hendricks, the DN, like what I mean. So
Mhm.
yeah, you get that when you sign them crazy contracts.
Yo, I mean, the problem with Cincinnati too, in the sense we were just talking about that team, the problem with that team is that notoriously for years they never wanted to they never wanted to pay their players. They never wanted to play their top players. They always wanted a discount. They always wanted something. That's the reason why a lot of their main players, they always end up leaving, especially they leave like in their prime, which doesn't make any kind of sense. So they always been that way. But when you have, like that quarterback and that wide receiver. I mean, I'm glad that they're trying to at least put up some money for those guys to stay, but it's like you're going to let go of some good players, man, and you're going to piss off a lot of other good players because if T. Higgins go ahead and sign that, their franchise tag, which he will because he's going to be the highest. He's going to be paid as one of the highest paid wide receivers in the game. Chances are they're going to do it again the following year, tag him twice. Guaranteed he's not going to come back the third year. He gone. You know what I mean? So they got to go ahead and find a way to pay these players, man. That's always been one of their issues. But another player that they've been talking about actually wanting to leave, and I'm wondering if this will be a good move for Washington to have Deebo Samuels.
Well, Debo got to get in shape first. That boy was looking like he was 6 months pregnant at the Super Bowl. But because they
But
said that was what his issue was this season, man. They said he gained. I think he was like overweight by 20 pounds plus.
wow.
He's not a quick receiver. Obviously, we know
Mm,
that. They said the extra weight that he had on him was holding him down pretty much. Like he didn't have that burst he would, you know what I'm saying, when he would be play running back. I guess he wasn't really getting off the line, out of his set as a receiver. Like he had a down year. He had a down year. And they said it was contributed to him gaining that weight. So before and then he tried to do the little I'm they don't want me no more because they don't put me in these plays. So it's like, all right. So Fortnite said, okay, we're gonna see what the rest of the league think about you. You know what I'm saying? You gained a couple pounds. And he gotta get in shape, man. Like to be effective, I think anywhere in the league right now, man.
yeah.
That's what they said the knock on him. He came in the camp overweight, never got back to his playing weight, and that's just what it is for him this year. Or what it was for him, I should say.
Yeah, just to go back to Cincinnati, like, look what we were talking about. Just retaining their top players, and they couldn't get the job done with what they had, and they're struggling to keep what they have. You know what I mean? So the only other way that they can add to that is going to be hitting on all their draft picks because they clearly don't have enough money to go around. So,
Right.
and then the other thing with the franchise tag, the thing is that if that player gets an ACL injury during while he's on the tag, the team's
Yep.
not going to sign him. After
Yep.
that. So that's the injury factor when someone's on a franchise tag, and it usually happens that way. Somebody's on the tag, and they're like, "Oh man, I feel so bad for that guy. He was on the franchise tag too." And then teams are like, "Oh, whew, we dodged that bullet." You know what I mean? And they move on from that player.
Right. That's rough. I mean, you're right. I mean, that's why look, there's no guarantees, for those guys in those franchise tags. That's why they don't ever want to sign it. I'm pretty sure when they go back to the table, they're gonna find a way to go ahead and scrap, that franchise tag, or at least try to at least update it in a way that these teams don't get two of them. I think that's where it goes wrong. I understand you got one, go ahead and tag them as a bridge for them to sign them, but don't tag them just to keep them hostage. And then next thing you know, you tagging them twice. Yeah, it's time for an update there. Why don't they bring that up in the NFL committee? You're trying to ban the Tush Push, ban having two daggone franchise tags. Anyway, arguing about the wrong stuff. So, hey, look, and anything else that's going on with the NFL Combine? Is there any players that you guys are interested in actually seeing during the Combine? Because I had one, and he's not even doing anything in the Combine at all.
Nah, no, none come to mind right at the moment. I'm just interested to see where these quarterbacks are gonna fall.
Yeah. Now here's the thing, right? The Giants pick number 3. So they're actually saying that Carter's going to be, like, right now is the projected number 1 overall. Then Cam Ward, then Cam Ward, then my man from Colorado picking number 3. So if you're the Giants, will you pick Travis, or would you go after Sedor?
I'm taking.
You can get your quarterback.
Yeah, I'm taking Travis.
Tone?
Shador, they need a quarterback.
Tone, I'm with you, man. I'm like, get the quarterback. What's the wide receiver going to do? Or
Now,
corner.
I'm saying the priority would be getting Matthew Stafford. That's in my scenario. Obviously, if they don't get him, then obviously I would say take the quarterback. But that would be my first option.
Yeah, they can still do that because Stafford ain't gonna be around too much longer. So they can still do that, and shit, you can still have your young quarterback. That because he can mentor.
But they still don't have an O-line. The Giants are just missing too much.
Yeah, they need a running back.
Yeah, they just need too much.
The biggest problem is Dable is still their coach. That's the other problem.
Right.
And their GM is still their GM. It's funny. I can't even bust on Washington's GM. Like, we made so many. Huh? Oh God, pause. You're right. I'm sorry. Whoa, pause. No diggity. There you go. So I can't even complain so much about the Washington. I changed the word. I can't even complain so much about the Washington Horn Chart franchise and their GM, because if it wasn't for Washington, we wouldn't have Cooper DeJean. We wouldn't have our third wideout and Jahan. I mean, we actually worked out a whole lot of deals with Washington, so I can't even say anything bad about Washington. At least not from last year. Appreciate y'all. Thanks. Go ahead, Mr. Harris. The Sixers. I don't think the Sixers still put out any kind of congratulatory letter or anything like that online, but for the Eagles. Yeah, I still don't think they put out anything. Okay, anyway. Just in case, go ahead and check everything.
Hey, the Sixers coming back. They must have been hearing us. 92 to 85. PG drop a dub. Maxi on fire. Okay. Tickets about to go up. You better get them tickets.
Talking to you, Tone. Talking to the podcast link show. Get your tickets while they're still losing.
Dang, you know, ain't come back one of those games.
Hey, down 6. 6 minutes left.
That's 1 point per minute, Tone.
And they're going to wind up losing by 20.
Right.
All right, let's go ahead and shut this thing down. Hey, look, we appreciate every single one of y'all for tuning in this week. It's been a pretty tiring week, at least on my, from my point of view. But I'm happy y'all guys found time to actually enjoy and be part of the show with us. It's time to shut this thing down. Bird Gang, what you got?
No, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, like always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and please send in the feedback through the DM. However you want to get it across to us, just give us that feedback. And thank you guys for your support. Bird Gang, checking out.
Yo, you already know, man. Tony Promoter here, man. You know, I know we had him on the cover. We didn't speak about it, but I wanted to just bring up the fact that Luka Doncic, they said he was the third player in the history of the league to have a triple-double on all 30 NBA teams. It was him, Russ Westbrook, and LeBron. And they actually look like they working a little something down there in LA. So we'll talk about that next week. But man, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of GNT Sports Talk, man. That's like they said, just like Joel said, man, we love the support. We love the continued, blessings and everything that y'all, wish for us, man. Keep engaging, like they said, in the comments, in the inbox, man. Just, everything that y'all, bring to the table, man, y'all suggest, man, goes a long way. So we could do something with that. So, like I said, thank y'all for the continued support, man. And I just want to bring up the fact, man, that if y'all ain't tapped in, like I said, to what it is that I do, man. Like I run and I manage a show called Laugh the Pain Away, man. It's a poetically infused comedy show that we have every third Friday of the month, man. It's a vibe. We expanding. We have shows in Houston, DC, Baltimore. We just did a show in Harlem on Sunday, man. The vibes out there was great, man. New York is a vibe, man. Salute to y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we just had a good time, man. Next show is March 21st. Tickets are on sale right now, man. If y'all don't follow me now at Tone_the_promoter_, you know what I'm saying, on IG, man. Tap the link that's in the bio. You get tickets. We give out free wine. Like I said, 3 comics, 3 poets. Dope show, man. Great lineup, man, every month. Y'all want to have a good time, man. Take the lady out, take your man out, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Your partner, whatever it is that you got, man. Bring them down every third Friday. Laugh the Pain Away show. And again, man, I'm also involved with, you know what I'm saying, the podcast link crew. Y'all seen tap in tonight. We got a show that we just cooked up, man. And May 4th, Sunday, May 4th is the show. You know what I'm saying? We got that locked in. We got the venue, you know what I'm saying? So shouts out to King's Cafe. That's what we're going to have to join that, you know what I'm saying? And more details to come, you know what I'm saying, with that later, you know what I'm saying, once we get everything, you know what I'm saying, moving. But we got the venue, we got the date, podcast link crew, live show, May 4th. Tap in, follow Tone the Promoter, continue following GNT Sports Talk. We love the support. Thank y'all, man. Have a good night. Let's get it.
And as always, we want to thank y'all guys for tuning in. As Joel said, hey, look, y'all guys' comments is like kind of vital to us. So we appreciate all the comments that y'all give us, all the likes and the follows, and but everything y'all guys do for us, we definitely appreciate. So please continue to go ahead and do that. Hey, we're a podcast for y'all guys. It's a fun time, and we just want y'all guys to continue to have a good time with us. Until next week, God bless every single one of y'all. Keep your heads up in the midst of everything. Just keep your head up. Stay strong. We out. Peace.
Yeah, absolutely. You got some shit you're gonna worry about, but you gotta check yourself. Yeah.
Either gonna pray or you gonna worry. You can't do both. God got it. God know I work too.
Last year we got hit with it worse. Headed to the one start, then our season just got put in the hearse. But I feel like it's a gift and a curse. We learn from it, and we don't stay stuck on that page. We turn from it. Lost Kelsey, but ain't stopping nothing. Still gonna run up all them steps till we rocky something. Put your corner right on ice, or Smitty hockey something. This and white right up the middle, better block or something. All my birds come correct, know they ready to battle. Stole Saquon from New York, took a bite of they apple. AJ for the slant, so be ready to tackle. They call him Swole Batman, cause he ready to get at you. Lost cops, but it's Carter time. Jordan Davis, Huff Sweat, name a better line. I got Slay for a pick for the money line. CJ back on the squad, he came just in time. And I ain't even mention dollars, he's so underrated. Ain't got watch Jake kicking, cause I know he made it. Stone Coop out the draft, and I know they hate it. And D was hearing all that noise, he gon' situate it. Fill it down on tough skin, you shouldn't play for it. Jalen Hurts, the realest in it, think he made for it. And ain't no phone under pressure, my boy crave for it. And you can name anybody, wouldn't trade for it.